Today, we delve into the fantastical world of Peter Andrew Jones, a master of fantasy and science fiction art. With a career spanning nearly 5 decades, from book and role-playing games covers to movie posters. Join me and let's explore the life and legacy of an artist whose work continues to inspire and enchant. So, sit back, relax, and let's embark on a journey through the imagination and artistry of Peter Andrew Jones. Peter Andrew Jones, born on December 14, 1951 in Islington, North London. He was born into the relative poverty of post-war Britain. His father, Reginald Jones, was a skilled engineer, and his mother, Catherine Jones, provided a nurturing environment that encouraged Peter's early interest in the visual arts. Growing up in a smog-ridden and grey London, as he describes it, Jones found solace in drawing and painting, often creating cartoon characters, in his own words, to color his world. During holidays in the late 1950s at Leven in Scotland, Peter's fascination with aviation and space technology was ignited as he watched sleek fighter aircraft flying over the Firth of Forth from RAF Loichaars. This love for aviation deepened in the early 1960s, when he discovered artist Roy Cross's illustrations on commercial Airfix plastic construction kits. These early experiences played a significant role in shaping Jones's artistic vision and style. Jones's talent for art was evident from a young age, winning numerous school prizes and receiving encouragement from his art teacher, who guided Jones to apply to St. Martin's School of Art, now Central St. Martin's, in London, where he studied graphic design and graduated with an honors degree in 1974. During his time at St. Martin's, one of his friends recommended that he read a science fiction book entitled Triplanetary by E. Doc Smith. Peter bought a copy and, during a session with his tutor, he suggested that he try to paint things that didn't really exist, as in science fiction stories, because of his great ability to create realistic images. At the same time, a guest lecturer, Jerry Downs, was impressed by Peter's ability to create those images and suggested that he meet Doreen Scott, the art editor of Puffin Books. Within a month after proofing for Scott, Peter created his first piece of commercial science fiction art for Puffin Books, the cover of Penelope Farmer's A Castle of Bone. Jones's ability to render realistic imagery, combined with his imaginative skills, quickly set him apart in the world of fantasy and science fiction art. Over the years, he has created cover art for numerous science fiction and fantasy publications, working with renowned authors such as Isaac Asimov, Ray Bradbury, Damon Knight, Ian Watson, Larry Niven, Joanna Russ, Robert A. Heinlein, Robert E. Howard, among many others. In 1980, an anthology of Jones's work titled Peter Jones, Solar Wind was published, showcasing his science fiction and fantasy illustrations up to that year. With this publication, he positioned himself as a leading artist in the genre. His artistic style is characterized by its vivid imagination, attention to detail, and ability to evoke a sense of wonder and adventure. His work often features fantastical landscapes, futuristic technology, and mythical creatures, all rendered with a high degree of realism. This unique blend of realism and fantasy has made his art instantly recognizable. Another important milestone that helped cement his career was his collaboration on the fighting fantasy game books created by Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone in the 1980s, and in particular his original cover art for the first title in the series in 1982. The success of fighting fantasy attracted the attention of Parisian publisher Editions Gallimard, who commissioned him to illustrate almost the entire Lone Wolf series of role-playing books by author Joe Dever. Because of his success and the global reach of the fighting fantasy editions, Target Games from Sweden asked him to create illustrations for their adult role-playing game, Kult. His illustrations for this game became some of the most widely distributed solo illustrations in the role-playing game genre worldwide. The illustrations that were on the book covers were also used for other products, like Games Workshop's White Dwarf magazine and some board game boxes. Jones's talent extended beyond book covers to movies. He created movie posters for films such as The Sword and the Sorcerer and Alligator. But due to his heavy workload, he decided that he would never work on a film again, as it disrupted his work as a highly sought-after cover artist, even telling his friend and renowned science fiction artist Chris Foss, "That's your thing, Chris, I'll stick to cover art." Despite his success, he remains a dedicated artist. He continues to create new works and explore new artistic avenues. His passion for art and storytelling is really strong, and he remains committed to pushing the boundaries of his craft. Jones's personal life is marked by a deep love for nature and the outdoors. He often draws inspiration from the natural world, incorporating elements of wildlife and rural landscapes into his work. Reflecting on his life and work, it is clear that the legacy of Peter Andrew Jones will continue to shine brightly in the fields in which he has excelled over almost 5 decades. His ability to transport us to otherworldly landscapes and ignite our imagination is testament to his unparalleled talent and vision, demonstrating that his career is nothing less than extraordinary. From humble beginnings in post-war London to becoming a celebrated figure in the world of fantasy and science fiction art, which just goes to show that in the vast expanse of the cosmos, our only limit is the scope of our imagination. And Peter Andrew Jones certainly hasn't limited his imagination in the slightest.